Hello, this is this. Yeah, it's still working. But anyways, this is just a quick thing on the new Firefox. I believe it is, yeah. Firefox 4 release 7. Firefox Beta 4 release 7. And I'm just going to say this really quick. There's several downsides, but there's several good sides. One downside, though, I find really disappointing, and I misspelled that, is as you can see, it still gets the Asset 3 97 out of 100%, which is kind of a disappointment for me because this is supposed to be a brand new build with all the new bells and whistles, and yet it still can't beat this score of its old predecessor. What the fuck's the deal with that? But despite that, I will say that the that it also has another problem with Flash. One of which is quick, yeah, Flash, especially on YouTube Flash. But there is one other good side, and you're probably witnessing that good side. This is the other good side about the new Firefox 4 release, Firefox Beta 4 release 7. It's faster. I'm not joking. This thing is a hell of a lot more faster than it used to be. No, I still wish I wouldn't. I still get the occasional crash with Flash, and it says, you have to reload page, but it is a lot more faster than I've seen it in a long time. But I really say this is a good build. Though, finally, it's good to see the people of Mozilla finally making a decent browser, unlike their past incarnations of Firefox, which has been a clusterfuck. And yes, their last Firefox 3 was a disaster. So this is a much more faster, and it's surprisingly very stable, despite the crash. The web pages are sometimes. The whole app doesn't crash when Adobe Flash crashes. It's just that the page itself crashes and it asks you to re-upload those pages. It's kind of a downer. The only other downer is the fact that it has the same old score that its predecessor had on the Asset 3 test. It should at least be 100 by now. But it's also praising itself on having HTML5, which I kind of find funny because its predecessor had HTML5. I guess it's got a lot more control for it. As well as it works with CSS3 as well as many other new features that apparently the guys at Mozilla were praising around. But I'm just happy that this thing is a lot more faster. And what they managed to do was just take the old, I believe it was called the old Gecko code, and finally just throw it away because it wasn't working. But this is a much more better build, much more better, well fitted, and it's surprisingly stable despite its disappointing Asset 3 test and also, Flash occasionally crashes. But I will recommend this to anyone. It's very fast. It's hardly have ever crashed on me. It's got a new tab system here, as you can see. It's not fully functional, but it's pretty much getting close. So yeah, I would recommend the new Firefox 4 Beta 7 release. Well, that's pretty much it.